To understand slope, we should understand what is right angle triangle. See, I will take a right angle triangle here. This is 90 degrees. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is hypotenuse. This is O, A, B you take. Now the angle made by the line, this is a line you take. OA is a straight line. Only a straight line is making an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Opposite to theta is opposite side. Adjacent to theta is adjacent side. Now you should understand right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. Opposite to theta is opposite side and adjacent to theta is adjacent side. Opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse. You should understand the right angle triangle so that you can understand slope very easily. Now I will show two videos so that you can understand what is slope.
This boy is walking and running on the road very easily because there is no slope. Observe the boy is walking very slowly because the slope of the road is increasing. Height of the road is also increasing. He is walking very slowly. Slope is increasing. He is walking slowly. When the height of the road is increasing, slope also increases. If you see the diagrams, you can understand what is slope is. Cyclist riding a bicycle on a smooth road. When the height of the road is 0, the angle is 0. There is no slope. When the height of the road is raised by 30 degrees, it is low slope. When the height of the road is raised by 45 degrees, it is medium slope. When the angle is increasing, slope also increasing. Height of the road also increases. Now, the height of the road is increased by 60 degrees. It is somewhat difficult to ride the bike. It is high slope. When the height of the road is increased by 80 degrees, it is very difficult to ride the bike. If the angle is 90 degrees, it is very difficult. He cannot ride the bike because the angle is 90 degrees. If you observe the cyclist, angle is raising, height of the road is increasing, and also it is somewhat difficult to ride the bike. When it is 90 degrees, it is very difficult to ride the bike because slope is very high. Angle is increasing, slope also increasing with height of the road. I will explain how opposite side is increasing and adjacent side is decreasing when the angle is increased. Slope depends on angle and also it depends on opposite side and adjacent side. If you see this figure, you can understand very easily. Suppose this is x-axis. Think this is a road. The opposite side is here. Opposite side is 0 is equal to 0. Then adjacent side
and hypotenuse are equal to each other when the angle between adjacent side and hypotenuse is 0 degrees. Angle is theta is 0 degrees. When the height of the road is increased by 30 degrees, opposite side is increased here. When the angle is raised by 30 degrees, opposite side is increased and the adjacent side is decreased. When the angle is 45 degrees, opposite side is increased when compared to 30 degrees and adjacent side decreased. Opposite side increased when compared to 0 degrees, 30 degrees. Now we will take 60 degrees. We will increase the angle by 60 degrees. The angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is 60 degrees. Now observe the opposite side and adjacent side. Opposite side is increased and adjacent side is decreasing. You observe. Now we will increase the angle by 75 degrees. Now opposite side is increased, adjacent side is decreased, but hypotenuse is not changed. Hypotenuse is not changed. It is constant. It is always constant. When we increase the angle, opposite side is increasing, adjacent side is decreasing, and slope also increases. Slope depends on angle and also opposite side and adjacent side. Now we will increase the angle by 80 degrees. Opposite side is increased and adjacent side is becoming very less. We will increase it by 85 degrees. We will increase the angle by 85 degrees. Opposite side is falling on hypotenuse. They are becoming equal to each other. Adjacent side is becoming 0. Adjacent side becoming 0. Opposite side increasing and it is falling on hypotenuse. Now we will increase the angle by 90 degrees. And here the angle is increased by 90 degrees. Now opposite side and hypotenuse are equal to each other. Adjacent side is equal to 0. Now slope, when angle is changed, slope also changes. Slope is increasing. Like that, slope depends on angle and also opposite side and adjacent side. Now from this figure, when the angle is increasing, slope also increasing. That's why slope of the line depends on angle. If when theta is equal to 0, there is no slope, 0 slope. When theta is equal to 30 degrees, it is low slope. When theta is 45 degrees, medium slope. When theta is equal to 60 degrees, it is high slope. Theta is equal to 90 degrees, it is very high slope. Like that, slope depends on angle and also slope depends on opposite side and adjacent side. We will establish a relationship between angle and also opposite side and adjacent side. That is tan theta is equal to slope. Tan theta is equal to slope is denoted by tan theta. Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. We will establish the relationship between theta and ratio of the sides of a right angle triangle. Now relation between theta and ratio of opposite side and adjacent side of a right angle triangle. First you should know this is tan theta is equal to opposite side over adjacent side. First you should know about right angle triangle. This is x axis and this is y axis. I will take a point P EXY and you know theta, this is angle, the angle made by this line with positive direction of x axis in anti-clockwise direction is theta. Opposite to theta is opposite side. And adjacent to theta is adjacent side. Already I told you, and this is opposite to 90 degrees, right angle. This is 90 degrees, opposite to 90 degrees. This is hypotenuse. This is a point PXY. The line will have many points. I have taken only one point, that is represented by PXY. XY means this distance is x and this distance will be y. You should remember opposite side will be y and adjacent side will be x. In a right angle triangle you should understand the ratio of the sides. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. Ratio of the side. And hypotenuse by opposite side. Now adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is first ratio? Opposite side by hypotenuse. What is another ratio? Will be hypotenuse by opposite side. What is another ratio? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse by adjacent side. And next, opposite side by adjacent side. Next ratio, opposite side by adjacent side. And you will have adjacent side by hypotenuse. You will have 6 ratios. Opposite side by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by opposite side, adjacent side by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by adjacent side, opposite side by adjacent side, and adjacent side by opposite side. Next, we have a relation between theta and ratios of the sides. This ratio will be sin theta. And another ratio, hypotenuse by opposite side, will be cosec theta. Next, adjacent side by hypotenuse, cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Now opposite side by hypotenuse, that is very important, tan theta. It is represented by tan theta, and adjacent side by opposite side will be cot theta. We should establish the relationship between tan theta and means theta and opposite side by adjacent side. Already I told you the slope depends on angle and slope depends on opposite side and adjacent side. I will explain again. See, this is represented by, this is denoted by slope m. This is slope. Slope m is equal to tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. I will draw. See, already I told you this is the angle between adjacent side and hypotenuse is 0. The slope is 0 and we will raise the angle by 30 degrees. This is low slope. And if you take 45 degrees, this is a medium slope. If you take 60 degrees, this is high slope. And if you take 80 degrees, a very high slope. If you take 90 degrees, slope is very high. It is undefined slope. When angle is increasing, opposite side is increasing. Adjacent side is decreasing. Opposite side is increasing. Adjacent side is decreasing. Theta is increasing. Angle is increasing. Slope also increases. Like that, slope depends on angle. That you should understand. Slope What is the first point? First point is slope depends on angle, and also slope depends on opposite side and adjacent side. Opposite side is increasing and adjacent side is decreasing. Hypotenuse is constant. That's why slope depends on opposite side and slope depends on opposite side and adjacent side. Now hypotenuse is constant. Hypotenuse is constant. Now slope depends on angle means we have to take tan theta is equal to opposite side over adjacent side. If theta is given, we can find the slope of the equation. See, if theta is given, we can find out the slope of the line. If theta is equal to 45 degrees, we can find out the slope of this line. Tan 45 is equal to 1. We can find out the slope of the line when theta is given. Tan 45 is equal to 1. Slope is equal to 1. Now we can find out the slope when opposite side and adjacent side are given. We can find out the slope. Now here, what is the slope of this line? Opposite side is y and adjacent side is x. This distance is x and this distance is y. What is the slope? M is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side here? Y. By what is adjacent side? X. As slope of this line is, a point is given pxy, opposite side is y and adjacent side is x, then we can find out the slope of the line, that is y by x, means opposite side by adjacent side. Hypotenuse is constant, opposite side and adjacent side are changing. If opposite side is increasing, adjacent side is decreasing. That's why slope depends on opposite side and adjacent side. And slope depends on angle. That's why I have taken tan theta. Means tan means that is a name, tangent. Tangent means you should know what is tangent. If you take a circle, this is tangent and this is secant. Tangent touches the circle at only one point, but secant touches the circle at 2 points. That is the tan came from tangent. That's the name. Theta is given, theta is equal to 45, you can find out the slope. Tan 45 is equal to 1 and slope is 1. When opposite side is given, when point is given, then we can find out the slope of the line, that is opposite side by adjacent side. Instead of pxy, I will take a point, that is 2, 5 I will take. Opposite side is 5 and adjacent side is 2. This distance is 2 and this distance will be 5 and you can find out the slope, that is opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? 5. What is adjacent side? 2 units. And opposite side and adjacent side are given or point is given. We can find out the slope of the line or equation. Now negative slope. When the line is in first quadrant, you will get positive slope. When the line is in second quadrant, you will get negative slope. The angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is suppose 135 degrees. What is the slope of this line? When theta is equal to 135 degrees, theta is equal to 135 degrees. You take tan 135 is equal to the slope of the line is -1. When theta is equal to 135 degrees, the slope of the line is -1. What is the slope of the line when if you take L1, L2, L3, all these lines are in second quadrant, that's why the slopes of these lines are negative. Now we have to find slope of a line when theta is given. It is a positive slope. When the line is in first quadrant, you will get positive slope. When the line is in second quadrant, you will get negative slope. That you should remember. This line is making 45 degrees with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. As we will take a point here, pxy. Perpendicular distance is y and this horizontal distance is x. We have to find tan 45. You know tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 45 is equal to, what is opposite side? Y by what is adjacent side? That is x. Here x and y are equal to each other. Why? If you take, this is right angle triangle 90 degrees and this is 90 plus 45 135, 180 minus 135, you will get 45 degrees here. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal to each other. Here x is equal to y. Now here we have y, that is equal to, y is equal to x or x is equal to y. You take y as it is, to x is equal to y, because x and y are equal to each other. Because here if it is 45 degrees, automatically it will be 45 degrees. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. This is right angled isosceles triangle. This is right angled isosceles triangle. Like that, y cancel. You will get tan 45 is equal to 1. Slope m is equal to 1 when theta is equal to 45 degrees. Now, when theta is equal to 0, what is the slope of the line? We will find out. This is 45 degrees. When theta is 0, hypotenuse falls on adjacent side and this opposite side becomes this. This is 45, this is 30, this is 20. When theta is 0, hypotenuse falls on adjacent side and opposite side becomes, opposite side is equal to 0 and hypotenuse equal to adjacent side. When theta is equal to 0, what is the slope of this line? That is slope of x-axis. Slope of x-axis. You can write. Now, what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 0. What is opposite side here? When theta is equal to 0, what is opposite side? Opposite side is 0 and adjacent side, you can write adjacent side. What is adjacent? They are equal to each other. If it is here pxy, opposite side, that is y is 0. You can write like this. Y is y by, this is x. Y is 0 and this is x. The slope of, when theta is equal to 0, slope of this line, that is x-axis, is 0. Then what is the slope of the line when theta is equal to 90 degrees? 0. This is 45 and this is 60 and this is 80 and this is, here we have to take a point xy. This here opposite side is increasing and adjacent side is decreasing. Opposite side is falling on hypotenuse and hypotenuse equal to opposite side and adjacent side becomes 0. Now you know tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Now tan, what is theta here? Tan 90 degrees is equal to, what is opposite side here? opposite side is y. This is y you take and adjacent side is 0. What is the value of tan 90? Y by 0. Nobody could find out the value of something by 0. 5 by 0, 2 by 0, 1 lakh by 0. That is undefined. This is undefined. You can write infinity, undefined. Tan 90. The slope of the line is undefined. This is slope of y-axis, cannot be defined. You can write slope of y-axis cannot slope of x-axis when theta is equal to 0, slope of x-axis is 0, and when theta is equal to 90 degrees, slope of y-axis, slope of this line cannot be defined. Now, what is the slope of the line when theta is equal to 60 degrees? Now, 60 degrees or 30 degrees. See, this is 60 degrees. You take a point PXY here. When theta is equal to 60 degrees, you take a equilateral triangle. This is 60 degrees and this is 60 degrees. All angles are equal in equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. That's why you take this as A, side A, side A. Now you draw a perpendicular from the vertex of equilateral triangle. It divides the base into two equal parts, A by 2 and this is A by 2. This is A, but this is A by 2 and this is A by 2. If you draw a perpendicular from the vertex of equilateral triangle to the opposite side, it divides the base into two equal parts. It becomes A by 2 and A by 2. Now, I will take we have to find this is 60 degrees and we have to find this is 60 degrees and this is A, and we have to find this perpendicular distance. We have to find the opposite side. This is opposite side and this is adjacent side. This is A and this is A by 2. From Pythagoras theorem, we have to find this perpendicular distance, that is opposite side. That will be root 3 by 2a. You should remember. You will have a doubt how you will get the perpendicular distance, that is opposite side, equal to root 3 by 2a. By Pythagoras theorem already you know, but I will explain you. You have to find this perpendicular distance. Say this is x and this is a and this is a by 2. You know hypotenuse is equal to hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, x square plus a square by 4. We have to find the value of x. Hypotenuse here a square is equal to x square plus a square by 4. Now we have to find the value of x. X square is equal to a square minus a square by 4. X square is equal to, if you take LCM, 4a square minus a square by 4, you will get 3a square by 4. You want x plus or minus root of 3a square by 4. You will get plus, you have to take because this is the distance. X is opposite side is distance. That's why you have to take root 3 by 2. Root 4 means 2 and root a square means a. Therefore, the value of x is root 3 by 2a. You understood this one by Pythagoras theorem. You have to find opposite side. Adjacent side is a by 2. So that you can find out slope of this line when theta is equal to 60 degrees. Now we have to find tan 60 and also tan 30. First we will find out tan 60. Opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 60 is equal to, we have to find tan 60. What is the value of tan 60? What is the slope of the line when theta is equal to 60 degrees? What is opposite side? What you got? Root 3 by 2. This is root 3 by 2a. Opposite side is root 3 by 2a. And what is adjacent side? Adjacent side is a by 2. And you will get root 3 by 2a into, it becomes 2 by a. A cancel, 2 cancel. You will get root 3. What is the value of tan 60? What is the slope of the line when theta is equal to 60 degrees? That is root 3. Now we have to find tan 30. See, this is 60 and this is 90. This will be 30 degrees. Now I will find tan 30 is equal to tan 30 opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 30 is equal to, what is opposite side to 30 degrees? That is a by 2. Adjacent side to 30 degrees, that is root 3 by 2. Now a by 2 into 2 by root 3a. A cancel, 2 cancel. You will get 1 by root 3. What is the value of, what is the slope of the line when theta is equal to 30 degrees? 1 by root 3. When theta is equal to 45 degrees, slope of the line is 1. When theta is equal to 0 degrees, slope of the line is 0. When theta is equal to 90 degrees, slope of the line is undefined. That is slope of the y-axis. It is slope of x-axis. When theta is equal to 60 degrees, slope of the line is root 3. When theta is equal to 30 degrees, slope of the line will be 1 by root 3. You should remember.